In trading, there's one silent killer that most traders never see coming. It doesn't make a loud noise. It doesn't appear as a blatant mistake, but it's deadly. That killer? Fantasizing. You've done it. Imagining how much money a single trade could make. Visualizing your account balance skyrocketing after this one perfect setup. Dreaming about the life you'll live once you hit that big win. But what if I told you that this way of thinking could be one of the most dangerous habits in trading? Today we're going to explore why fantasizing in trading is so risky, how it impacts your psychology, and what you can do to stop it before it destroys your account. Fantasizing in trading is when your mind drifts into a future that hasn't happened yet. It's imagining that big win before you even pull the trigger. It's seeing that profit before the trade even begins. And it's thinking about how your account will grow without fully focusing on the process. But here's the reality. Fantasizing doesn't help you trade better. In fact, it clouds your judgment. It creates an emotional attachment to the trade that has nothing to do with the market. Instead of trading based on facts, you're trading based on a story you've created in your head. And markets don't care about your stories. They care about price action. They care about probabilities. So, why is fantasizing dangerous? When you attach a fantasy to a trade, you stop focusing on the process and start focusing on the outcome. The outcome isn't in your control, but the process is. And that's where true trading success lies. Fantasizing leads to premature entries. You buy because you're excited about the reward rather than the setup. Increased risk. You size up your position because you're emotionally attached to that big win you're imagining. Failure to follow your rules. The fantasy makes you want to take shortcuts to just get in, even if it's not the right setup. Holding losers too long, you stay in a trade hoping it will turn around because you've already imagined the outcome in your mind. Exiting too early, you may leave a winner too soon because you've already seen the profits and you're trying to lock them in. Fantasizing disconnects you from reality. It makes you trade on emotion instead of strategy. When you're caught in a fantasy, one trade is never enough. You think, this one will be the big one, so you take another trade, and another, and another. But that's the trap. The more you fantasize about profits, the more you overtrade. You start chasing the next big move, the next perfect setup that's going to make you rich. But here's the truth. The market doesn't care about your timeline or your dreams. It rewards patience, discipline, and clear execution, not fantasy. Let's make an important distinction. There's a big difference between vision and fantasy in trading. Vision is grounded in reality. It's about focusing on your process and knowing that, over time, your consistent actions will compound into profits. Vision says, if I stick to my plan, the results will follow. Fantasy, on the other hand, is emotional and unrealistic. It's about the quick fix, the fast money, and expecting huge wins with minimal effort. Fantasy says, this trade will change my life. This is the one that will make me rich. Vision is calm. Fantasy is frantic. And here's the key. Professionals trade with vision. Amateurs trade with fantasy. Now that you understand the dangers of fantasizing, let's talk about how to stop. 1. Focus on the process, not the profit. Your job isn't to make money on this trade. Your job is to execute your plan perfectly. 2. Predefine your risk before you enter. Know exactly how much you're willing to lose before the trade starts. Once you've accepted your risk, there's no need to fantasize about rewards. 3. Lower your expectations. Trading is not about hitting big wins on every single trade. Real trading success is about long-term consistency. 4. Journal your emotions. Every time you catch yourself fantasizing, write it down. Awareness is the first step in breaking the habit. 5. Accept that losses are part of the game. You won't win every trade. Stop attaching your identity to the outcome of one trade. In the end, trading is not about chasing fantasies. It's about mastering reality. The market doesn't reward hope, dreams, or excitement. It rewards discipline, clarity, and consistency. Stop fantasizing about profits. Start focusing on your process. One trade won't change your life, but your consistency will shape your future as a trader. If you found this helpful, hit like, comment, I'm done with fantasizing, and subscribe for more trading psychology content.